If you have been suffering from a carpal tunnel syndrome, and this video might be helpful for you. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what contributes to carpal tunnel syndrome and then how you can improve it. And by the way, if you haven't watched my last video, and please be sure to watch it at the link below. If you want to learn how to retrain your body and then movement safely and then effectively and then move better, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. I am Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. With my backgrounds in athletic training, physical therapy, martial arts, and the Feldenkrais method, I have helped many people like you overcome and then move beyond the pain and the limitations. Now it's your turn, and let's dive in. So what contributes to the carpal tunnel syndrome? And so the carpal tunnel in this area, there are many structures run through this area, including the nerve. And there's usually the inflammation, which causes the narrowing and then compression of the nerve, which causes the tingling or sometimes a loss of sensation, and then the pain as well. And oftentimes there is it is related to the overuse of or repetitive use of the wrist and the fingers, right? The flexors, and so you have overworked tendons and the muscles that causes the inflammation, that causes the narrowing and compression of the nerve. But besides that, there's also, not always the people talk about, but that relationship between what happens here and your posture. So it's very much related to your posture too. So if you're only stretching, massaging, and using ice and to reduce and relieve the stress and the pain, inflammation, and that only leads to a short-term relief. But the long-term is you have to look at your posture and then how your postural strain is contributing to this condition, and also how you are using your wrist and hands, and is also very important to look at. So the reason why it is related to your posture is, well, because the nerve and the innervates, or the nerve runs from the neck and innervates all the way down to here. So it starts from the neck and then down to here. So posture, of course, when you have this type of posture, then you're already compromising the nerve tissues, which are going to compromise the nerve down here as well. If you're compromising the nerve at the neck, you are compromising the nerve conduction all the way down here. So that's a very important thing. So before you start actually working specifically with your wrist and your elbows and your hands, and you have to look at your posture first, and then the impact of the posture on your wrist. So if you're holding your arms like this, as if you are typing, as if you are driving, and when you change your posture, and then you can feel immediately your arm becomes heavier. You feel a little more heaviness around your shoulder and in your arm. And that's the effect when you change your sitting posture. I'll make it very simple, and just easiest way to think about to change. If there's only one thing to change and to have the most impact on your posture, that is how you sit on your sit bones, right? So if you're sitting on the back of your sit bones, and this is what happens, and everything else kind of follows your sit bones, your pelvis, right? So you sit in this way, and then your spine is going to round, and your head is going to go forward, right? And then now from here, you're doing all the desk work and typing activities, and you're already compromising the nerve, and so that is going to have a big impact on the carpal tunnel syndrome. So one change, very simple, right? So you're changing where you sit on your sit bones, and find the middle of your sit bones, right? So you roll the pelvis forward, not too far forward. If you make too much of an adjustment, you roll the pelvis too far forward, you start to feel the strain on your low back. That's too far. So find somewhere in between where you can sit without making an effort. So that changes. You can see how that changes my posture right away. And you can do the little quick test and hold your arms and feel how you feel the weight of your arms. As if you're typing right here. And compared to here, I already feel the strain in my neck and shoulder as soon as I fall back and sit on the back of my sit bones. So that makes a big difference. So that's the first step. And then once you have a better awareness of where you sit on your sit bones and then how that is going to influence your posture and then your arms. And after that, and now this is another part. So this carpal tunnel syndrome is very common for people who do a lot of computer work, typing, repetitive use of the hands and the wrist, right? Doing that. This is something that I have noticed over the years that very difficult for people to really hold the hands and fingers very softly and without making too much of an effort. And if you have done Tai Chi and maybe you're familiar with the movement of the hands, and like some of the Tai Chi movements. And so this is something, very simple exercise that you can practice while you're sitting. So once you find neutral sitting position, posture, okay, then from here, you hold your arm like comfortably here, as if you're typing, okay? And then most people will find that it's really hard for them to relax the wrist and the fingers and hands. So naturally, a lot of people find that they just can't let go, and then they just hold like that when they're typing. And you're probably not aware that when you are working and typing on the computer, this is how you hold your wrist. So let go, all right? So like doing a Tai Chi movement. Okay, so slowly you're going to lower your hands down to your thighs. And then begin to float your arms up, but not by here, right? Like as if you begin to type on the keyboard. So as you do that, and see if you can just let go of your hands, let go of your fingers and your wrist, so you don't start to extend your wrist, or you don't start to extend your fingers. Float, okay? Bring your arms up, bring your arms down. Here. So this is a really relaxed position where you can do the typing, where you can do the driving, where you can do a lot of functional activities. But most people don't do that. Most people unconsciously are overworking the wrist, fingers all the time. In addition to postural patterns that really influences the function of the hands, the arms, right? So these things combined together can, very oftentimes contribute to carpal tunnel syndrome. So two things, right? So the first, working on your sitting posture and have become more aware of how you sit and how you find the support on your sit bones. And that changes, okay? So that creates the good foundation for your arms. And once you establish a much more solid, stable foundation, and then it starts to do this little practice, like a Tai Chi practice, letting go of unnecessary tension, wrist, fingers, here. Right? And then compare that to, really exaggerate, work really hard and make an effort to extend and hold your hands and wrists really tight, right? And then feel that. And then slouch feel the difference from here versus sit here, let go, soft hands. No effort here, just hold it, like so. And then it starts to type, as if you're typing, okay? Using the mouse, computer screen, and that will make a difference. In addition to whatever else you might be doing. That might be massaging, stretching, and icing or heating pack, all the things. And use those things if they are helping. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be icing, I'm not saying you should be stretching, but I'm just giving you a little bit bigger picture, okay, what is contributing to this condition. And then you really don't want to just address the symptoms here and without addressing what's contributing to this problem, this issue in the first place. So I hope this makes sense and is helpful for you. And if you find this video helpful, and please let me know in the comment below, and also let me know if you have any questions, and leave the questions in the comment section below as well. If you want to improve your back pain, be sure to grab your free movement guide to pain-free back at the link below. Check out these videos, and if you like this video, and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below how helpful you found this video was. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy mindful movement. Bye-bye.